But this face still leaves many questions unanswered. What kind of hair did Jesus have? How long was it? Did he have a beard? How would he have worn it? And what was the color of his skin? To find the answers, the reconstructed face was first scanned into a computer. Biblical scholar Dr. Mark Goodacre has discovered a number of historical clues which, when fed into the computer, could get us even closer to the likely face of Jesus. One of the most telling clues are these images from a Jewish synagogue in Syria. They were painted in the 3rd century, less than 200 years from the time of Jesus. They are the earliest pictures of Jewish people in the world, and they provide an insight into Jewish styles of beard and hair.
The kind of hairstyle that you get, it's short, it's curly, it's, if you like, Afro in style, and this seems to be almost uniform in the way that Jesus is depicted there. Moreover, it's likely that Jesus would have had a short cropped, kind of black sort of beard, something a little bit like this.
This length of hair is confirmed by St. Paul in his letter to the Corinthians, composed barely 20 years after the time of Jesus. He writes that it's disgraceful for a man to have long hair.
Now what's interesting about this is that St. Paul knew members of the family of Jesus, he knew the disciples of Jesus. It's unlikely that Paul would have been able to say something like this if it was well known that Jesus himself had long hair.
Dr. Goodacre believes that the traditional depictions of Jesus' skin color may also need revising. Firstly, most historians would assume that in Jesus' part of the world, people would be darker skinned. In addition, Dr. Goodacre has now found supporting evidence in the Gospels themselves. Matthew writes that when Herod ordered the massacre of children under the age of 2, Mary and Joseph escaped with Jesus to Egypt.
Now, it's very unlikely that Jesus would have been able to be hidden in Egypt if he had a very different colour skin from the people that were in Egypt.
Intrigued by this possibility, Dr. Goodacre investigated further. He looked again at Matthew's and Luke's Gospels and found some unexpected clues, detailed genealogies or records of Jesus' ancestry.
There are quite a good number of people of Afro-Asiatic origin. In particular, you see women of Afro-Asiatic origin, people like Rahab, people like Ruth, and so on, who, if you like, would have been much more likely to have had darker skin tones.
Although this is not the actual face of Jesus, it does take us beyond the idealized images of the last 1500 years and closer than ever before to the real Jesus of history.